проверка. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, so here is, if you look on the right, yes, there is a Winter Palace. So one of the beautiful palaces in Russia, and it's called also. This is a part of State Heritage Museum. Tomorrow we are going inside of this beautiful museum, the Winter Palace, located on the right. And on the left we can see a very beautiful view of our main river. This is the Neva River. And on the left there is the previous port, the main port of St. Petersburg. We can see two red columns. This is the rostral columns. They are decorated of the ships of defeated enemy. So it was the period of beginning of 18th century. All these lands were Russian, but in beginning of 17th century, when we have very difficult situation in political zone in Moscow, Sweden troops took these lands because here is an access to the Baltic Sea. And during 70 years, the Romanovs, the grandfather of Peter the Great, the father of Peter the Great, they tried to return these lands, but unfortunately they couldn't. And then Peter the Great, he returned this land. He started one of the longest wars in the history of Russia. It was the Northern War that lasted for 21 years. So we can see one of the ships on the left, yes. This is a decoration. On this ship there is a restaurant, one of the famous in St. Petersburg. Now the name of it is the Magadan, but the name of the ship is the Flying Dutchman. So it was the present to the celebration of our city. So tomorrow it would be 27 June. It would be the birthday of this city. It would be 322 years tomorrow. So tomorrow in the evening we would celebrate. It would be the great fire in the city center. It was planned here in the center of St. Petersburg. And now on the left also we can see the Golden Spire. This is the first fortress and the first structure on the territory of St. Petersburg of the beginning of 18th century. The Golden Spire, on the top we can see the angel that holding the cross. And this is a symbol of St. Petersburg. This is the Cathedral Peter and Paul Cathedral. It was called after Saint Apostles Peter and Paul. And this fortress, after several times in the end of 18th century and in the 19th century, was turned in the prison. So it was a political prison on the territory of this. And also in this cathedral, this is the buried place of all of Romanovs, from Peter the Great to the Nicholas II. So it's possible, yes, to go inside of it during the daytime, and there is some cannon that standing on the walls of this fortress, and every day we have the tradition at 12 o'clock it's a shot that making from this cannon. So it's very loud shot from the cannon because it was a previous fortress.
I thank this newly found guide.